You know, for a 23-year-old, Sooj is very mature. As a matter of fact, that young man is more mature than so many men that are even 10 years older than him. Because if I were a guy, if I was in Sooj's shoes and Nelly pulled that stunt that she pulled off last night, my reaction was gonna scar her to the end of the show. If she's gonna leave the house this Sunday, she will not forget my reaction in a hurry. Because guys, what was that? What was that? Permit me to say, I'm sorry, but in Nigerian slangs, that is what you will call, is that not witchcraft? Frankly speaking. Because the switch up was so real. It was so annoying. Her attitude towards that young man last night was so disgusting. I felt really bad for Sooj. I felt so bad. Imagine receiving such a fantastic news. Imagine receiving the news that you are the second finalist of the season, the second official finalist of the season. Nobody nominated you. You just had a straight sail, bam, into the final week. And you're shocked. You're dumbfounded. You found it unbelievable. You are shocked. But most of all, you were washed up with gratitude and you felt like going upstairs to pray to God and thank God for his blessings, for his favor. And then your so-called girlfriend decided to put up an attitude, decided to be upset about it, frowning her face, carrying this foul mood, you know, just completely polluting the atmosphere, such a joyous atmosphere, completely polluting it with her toxicity, with her, so disgusting. I could literally smell the stench, like the stench of that toxic attitude. It was disgusting to watch. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I get that it's a game, yeah, and I mentioned on one of my videos yesterday that, listen, I find the drama in their ship quite, you know, entertaining, but sometimes boring. And I get it because, hey, I have always said that if there's going to be a ship in Big Brother's house, let it be dramatic. It doesn't have to be peaceful all the time. But last night was a stretch. The least Nelly could have done was to congratulate Sooj. Rejoice with this young man. I understand. It's painful. It's painful. You're nominated, you're up for eviction, and you don't even know your fate. You're not really sure if you're going to make it to the finals or not. But then your partner made it to finals. But at least congratulate the young man. No. Nelly just could not hide it. And guys, if you even hear the reason she got into a mood last night, it was so flimsy, so annoying. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even understand it because it was so confusing. 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that. And you know the worst of all, the whole of yesterday morning, they had an issue still. In fact, it was like they planned it. Anita was having issues with Topher, Nelly was having issues with Sooj. And I'm like, these girls don't just know when to just chill. Like, just take a chill pill and be happy for a moment. See ya, guys, we're gonna elaborate more on this conversation. We're gonna get into it, all right? And I would really love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below because I'm so pissed. I am so livid, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, just watch to the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, all right? And yeah, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Please like this video and also subscribe if you haven't, all right? Yeah, let's just quickly dive right into the rest of the video. My nominations video, I had mentioned how shocking it was for Sooj, you know, So on my previous video, I had analyzed the whole nomination process. I had analyzed how Sooj had automatically found his way straight to the finals. He was the only housemate whose name was not mentioned during the nomination process. Yes, He was the only housemate. Topher and OC had their names mentioned once, and that was why Big Brother added them to the bunch. So officially, automatically, Sooj became the second housemate to become finalist in this season. Yeah. And it was a shocker for him. He did not see it coming. In fact, it just felt like this guy had some sort of unending grace and luck following him. Because if you think about it, this entire season, how many times was he nominated as a duo and as an individual? Probably just twice. So the guy was shocked because he was fully prepared. He felt like, oh, because he was head of house last week, then quite naturally people might want to nominate him, you know, for the week. But then that was not the case. This guy got like a golden ticket straight to the finals, and he was shocked. Guys, after the nomination process was over, people were congratulating him. This guy was still like this. He was speechless. He was shocked. He did not believe his eyes or his ears. He was really shocked, and he was grateful. And we know that there are certain housemates that pray from time to time. Sooj is one of those housemates that pray. So he had decided to go upstairs to go give gratitude to God, right? But then from how he and Nelly explained their situation, Nelly had said that she was hungry during the nomination process, and she had asked him how many noodles he should cook. He had jokingly said 8, whether she took it serious, and then whether she said he should go and bring pepper or whatnot, and he had gone upstairs to go pray, and that was the bone of contention. She was upset because he did not take it serious that she was hungry, or he did not bring pepper when she needed pepper to put in the noodles. Like, guys, there was just so many angles to her upset. And this guy was like, I'm sorry, but I was equally hungry. But at the same time, you saw how the nomination process went. I was really shocked. I needed to go express my thanks to God upstairs. I had to rush upstairs to go and give gratitude to God. So it wasn't like anything I did to you was intentional. But what exactly did I do? And guys, you know this silent treatment thingy that Nelly comes up with every time she's upset with Sooj? Like, this guy sometimes doesn't even know what he has done to her. She would just get into silent mode. You know, she would just begin to give him attitude. The tone of her voice would change. You know, she'd just be upset. And then, as I mentioned before, sometimes I find it entertaining. But last night's one was not funny at all. It was not cute. It was vile. Yeah, it was vile. Because the least you could do is just bask in the moment with this guy. And guys, it wasn't like Sooj was even rubbing it in anybody's face. And that's one thing about the young man. He's not malicious in any way. He wasn't rubbing it in her face that, oh my God, I'm in the finals, you're not. No. As a matter of fact, he was threading carefully because he knows how sensitive she is. He was threading carefully. And you know those kind of friends you have, you know, when you have good news, you can't really celebrate yourself because you are careful not to hurt their feelings. That was the vibe Nelly was giving last night. I'm like, why would I have such a friend? Like, something quite epic happened to me and I want to really celebrate myself. But this friend would not just allow me celebrate, would not just allow me shine for 1 second. This one would not just allow me be great. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that was so, nah. It was giving my enemy, you know, is my girlfriend. That was what it was giving. And ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me to interpret Nelly's foul mood, I will give you an excellent analysis of that. First off, we know for a fact that Nelly does not genuinely like Sooj, or does not genuinely love him. Let me not say like, does not genuinely love that young man. She has said this time and time again in the diary room and to other people who cares to listen in the house, that she's only using him for cruise. In other words, she's only using him to play her game. Now, time and time again, because she and Anita has not equally experienced eviction nights, so she felt like she was having the upper hand in their relationship. She felt like it was because of her that Sooj was surviving. She felt like, you know, she was safe. She was a strong contender. And I am very sure that in her wildest dreams or in her wildest imaginations, she did not think that she would not have an easy passage to finals. So seeing Sooj get that golden ticket on a platter, that really got to her. It was a shocker to her because she knew that she was standing up against strong contenders. And also there are people too that have not really experienced nominations or even eviction. That is OC. So she was panicking. She was scared. She wasn't really sure of, her fate. For her, it was sealed. Sooj was seeing the final week. But for her, she wasn't really sure if she was going to see it or not. And so all of a sudden, she became moody. Now, that is quite understandable. It's allowed to feel that way. It's allowed, to be scared. It's allowed to feel a certain way. But at least, just for the sake of all the kisses and all the hugs and all the romance and all the babying that this guy has been babying you in the house, at least, also for the sake of sportsmanship, congratulate this guy properly and be happy for him. Rejoice with him. You never know. Maybe his fans might decide to vote for you by virtue of the fact that you are his girlfriend in the house. Maybe. But no. Just carrying a stank face up. And guys, it was so annoying. And this guy was trying to pacify her. He was begging her. He was apologizing. He was explaining. And she was being so rude and disrespectful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you all, if you were in Sooj's shoes, what would you have done? Would you have chased around Nelly, begging her, apologizing, trying to pacify her and whatnot? Or for the first time, would you have, stood your ground and called out her bullshit? Because I would have. Because every time there's an issue between those two people, Sooj is always the one begging. He's always the one apologizing for things he did not do. Because every time there's an issue, it's always Nelly. Nelly is always the one that is at fault. She's always the one that cooks up stuff, but Sooj just plays along, and also out of respect for her. But then she's always the one bringing up shit. She's always the one bringing up drama. But the guy is always apologizing. He's always there to beg, always begging, always apologizing. Even when he knows that he's not the one at fault. So if I were the one, last night would have been the last straw that broke the camel's back. I would have revolted and I would have told her, girl, you are tripping. You are wrong. And I'm not going to be the one to apologize. You don't want to celebrate me and then you are bringing Pepe as the reason for your anger. Pepe. Nah. You go beg Taya. And I wouldn't care however way, she interprets it because, hey, at the end of the day, the viewers are not blind. They are watching. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know how you would have best handled that situation because, as I mentioned before, I probably would not have been the bigger person. Girl, I would be more pettier than you. I'll prove to you that you're not the only one that can be dramatic or petty. Me, I will be pettier than you. Yes. So please go ahead and share in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on another video soon. Oh, by the way, I'll see you guys on another video soon. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.